And we're recorded, yay.
There we
Anyway, all right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the, third executive meeting on video, recorded, full transparency, all that groovy stuff, right? All right, so let's continue with the short-ish stuff, because I think we're gonna do Nebraska papers last because they'll take longer. So let's work on the short stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and announce what my executive order is. So my executive order, which is executive, I can't speak. My executive order is number 5, in total. It's going to be about the executive branch people, the executive officers, are going to be obligated, but in their own time, obligated to have large cardboard boxes or plastic containers where only soda cans are allowed to go in. Why? Because of Secretary Ubi's idea on recycling, and everybody should have a recycling, but the recycling goes to us. And the recycling that we're going to take is soda cans. Why? So we can smelt them and make aluminum bars out of them, and then sell those for money. So that's what we're gonna do. So that's what the executive order is basically about. Not only that it goes to executive officers, but citizens throughout the country can do it too. We're going to offer them the, I can't figure out the word now. We're going to offer them the ability to say, hey, I want to do this too. All right, I'll come by with a cardboard box or a big plastic container, and you just put whatever soda cans you don't want in there. Make sure they're crushed. That's all we ask, and throw them in there, and we'll come pick them up. Depending on the location, the executive officer, including myself, by the way, that means I'm going to be driving a lot, depending on whoever's getting it. So whoever's got like cardboard box, plastic containers, it's all crushed, it's filled up. Somebody can notify me if it's filled up, or one of the executive order officers. I'll come by, and I'm only going to pick up the soda cans. I'm going to leave the box there. But I have my own box to put the soda cans in my car or vehicle, whatever. And then I'm going to transfer the soda cans to maybe a storage place or something where I'm going to store them, and then smelt them later, or maybe smelt them on that day to aluminum bars. Sadly, I do not have the smelter created yet. I plan on doing it. I have 90% of all the resources to make the smelter. I do not have the final materials to make one yet, and I still have to make it itself. So even if it's going to be my first time making it, it might not even be a success. I might have to start buying again. And the stuff I bought are expensive. So hopefully when I first make the smelter, it'll be a success. And then I'll be able to smelt bars. It does require a lot of fire and a lot of heat. So I'll try not to burn myself. But as far as I'm aware, I'm the only one with the smelter. So I'm going to be working. But anyway, that's actually a good idea that Secretary Ubi brought up. Get all the citizens to have recycling bin for Nix-wise. Recycling bin for Nix-wise, and I come pick them up. Or if there's like a citizen in Montego County where Senator Ross lives, he'll go pick them up. And then if it's from other places, we'll figure, since I'm the only one with the furnace, everyone's going to send it to me. So obviously Ross is going to have to figure out how to do it by mail and such. So that's the executive order. Everybody else has the voluntary option to have those recycling bins. So we'll offer them, hey, do you want to recycle soda cans for us so we can make aluminum bars? Yeah. It's like, no. It's like, okay, that's fine. Perfect. But executive officers such as me, Bree-ish, depending on her circumstance, of course. Senator Ross goes for you too. I mean, it's recycling, so who wouldn't want that, right? And then, of course, Secretary Ubi goes for you too, and it'll also go for Senator Bramwell as well too, as well as Senator Davis, who's still getting reprimanded by the Queen in the future. So that's actually on the books. We might actually end up having a judiciary committee in the future towards Senator Davis. So just be ready for that. But yeah, that's what the executive order is about. I'll be signing it maybe tonight or tomorrow. But that's what the executive order is. But even though you're executive officers, that goes for all you executive branch people. Even though you're obligated, you can still take your time, but you just got to do it because we all got to pitch in on helping the government out. So, but that'll be a way for our treasury to make money, so we can get money for the island, or at least the first island that we're going to go to. So that's the point of the executive order. But anyway, moving on. That's the executive order. Minister Hutter, since you're a representative of the supremacy branch, which is the Queen's branch, there is a House bill that you should look up. I don't know if I can send it to you or not because of circumstances, but there's a House bill you should look up. It's called House Bill 14. You should look that one up because it does involve your branch of government. You should look that up, read what it says, and then you'll know what to do, and then you could talk to the Queen about it and such, and how y'all make those procedures. But anyway, that was all for the supremacy branch. So let's see. There was something else. Executive order. Just a quick brief.
That House Bill 14 on the site?
Yes, you can look it up on the site too. Yes, that'll be better. Yes. If you go on the website,
so what's the website so I can look it up?
Yeah, House Bill 14, 2022. So, and I actually was on the website all day today. So the legislations page is ready to go. It looks pretty. It's blue. It's all that groovy stuff, and you can see everything on there. So it's all groovy now. But yeah, House Bill 14. Okay, yes, Senator Ross.
For the aluminum cans, I'm trying to lose weight, so my Cali won't ever probably send aluminum cans because I won't be drinking like sodas and beer and stuff.
Perfectly fine. I mean, at least you have an excuse for it. That's perfectly fine. But you live with someone, right? Does the people you live with drink sodas?
Actually, no.
Actually, no. Okay, that's perfectly fine. I'm not mad at that. That's perfectly fine. You know, if you can't produce, then I can't help that because it's the environment you're in. I can't help that if you can't produce. That's fine. It's perfectly fine. So you're good. That excuse is fine. Yes, Secretary.
Okay, thank you.
I will be able to help with the cans and bottles.
You'll be able to?
Yes.
Okay, just cans, not bottles, just cans. Bottles will go to
I'll be able
the
to
American
help with cans.
But yeah,
my mom, everyone in my household basically drinks sodas. So
okay,
I do drink sodas, but just not like all the time.
right. No, that's perfectly fine. Obviously, I'm not telling you to drink sodas every day so we can make a lot of aluminum. No, because that's diabetes central. No, I don't want y'all to have that.
If anything,
there's a Futurama episode. There's a Futurama episode. I forgot what the word is now. I'm gonna say lecture. So the Futurama episode was like, I used to drink. What is it? I used to drink 100 colas a week, right up to my third heart attack. I don't want you to do that. So, yeah, don't do that. That's obviously very unhealthy to drink 100 soda cans a week. That's no. I don't even know how you're surviving. That's even I don't go that far. No. And only that, if you drink Monster, you won't even get up to 100 Monster in a week because Monster has enough to kill you on the spot in 1 week span. So don't do that. So, but yeah, okay. But yeah, soda cans. But yeah, just do soda cans. Obviously, don't drink a lot of them. You know, whatever they're not using, say like they haven't even finished it, but they don't want to drink it anymore. Just dump it out, throw it in the bin, and we'll go from there. Now, obviously, Secretary, since you live in Oregon, which we're going to talk about today, because your territory is going to be in a county today, because I'm going to make an executive order making that happen. Maybe. I don't think it has to be an executive order, but we'll see. We'll see how that happens. But so since you live in Oregon, all the soda cans that you collect, you'll probably have to figure out how to send it to me by mail, because that's probably the only way it's going to happen. as much as I I can't speak, would love to drive all the way to Oregon to pick up your soda cans, that requires a lot of gas.
Yeah, I was just telling my mom. I was just telling my mom, as I get a working vehicle and enough money and find a place to live, like an apartment or like apartment complex, and able to find a job, I might be moving to Kentucky.
Oh, okay. I mean, I have no problem with that. If you want to move closer to me, that's perfectly fine. I have no problem with that. And not only that, because of the circumstances in Oregon, I'm not surprised. Kentucky ain't better though, sadly. I mean,
state, and I already hate it.
yeah. I mean, obviously, or no, not obviously. Honestly, Kentucky is not as great either. If anything, we have a government trying to control everything, and then we have ridiculous taxes. I mean, like our governor just halted taxes, but it ain't gonna help us in the long term. So even though he says, "Oh, we're not gonna have property taxes on gas for 2 years," yeah, that I'd rather have it forever, but not 2 years. Yes, clerk.
Here's a really interesting idea. What about the postal office where you can just mail them in the post?
If you're talking about the United States Postal Office, yes, that is a one way of transportation. Yes. Out of all the things I would love to pay taxes for, I don't care about the postal office. Take my money. That's not hurting me. That's delivering my goods. I don't care. I would love to use the United States Postal. Sorry. Okay, that's fine. Minister Hutter, that's perfectly fine. All right, you have a. Let me see the chat so I can read what everything. So I will read that bill crazy. No, that's perfectly fine, Minister Hutter. You have a wonderful night. All right. Don't work too hard. All right. You have a wonderful night now. Okay.
All right.
Nice to see you though.
I see you too.
Okay. Okay, everything's groovy. She left. Okay. Yeah, I was just making sure she left so it won't have like any excess noise and whatever. But anyway, but yeah, no, perfect idea. I don't care. We can definitely use the postal office or UPS or FedEx, whatever's available. So we'll use any kind of transportation. I would love to have a transportation company for Nix because we might have citizens that just love to drive and travel. Hey, go to Oregon so I can get these things. Okay. And if you want to sightsee, go for it. Just as long as you come back. Okay. That's kind of the whole point. So it'd be amazing to have a transportation. That's another thing Secretary Ubi or Senator Ross, one or the other, proposed as well. Having a transportation company, get people driving and everything. But obviously with gas, it's going to be a little difficult. Unless you're a Tesla, but we don't have a lot of charging batteries either. So
my mom just bought a Prius for my grandma.
Oh, nice. All right, let's see. Okay. All right. Anybody else have any questions or concerns?
Negative.
Okay. Can you put your hand down? Because I can see everybody's hands now. So
Actually, I do got a thing about that. With him living in Oregon at the moment, it probably won't make more sense just send how much ever it would cost to ship all that. Just send it as a MoneyGram or something.
Right. So are you saying put some of the treasury money towards his transportation of his goods, whatever service he uses to get it to me and whatever, and try to play off of that?
No. I'm saying it would cost more money than what the cans would be worth in the general. So with it, and that's just shipping alone. Because for me to ship my laptop, and this thing weighs like I think 8 pounds. I think if I remember correctly, it would cost me about $30 to just ship it from here to my parents' house for them to work on it.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Well, what I actually looked up the aluminum price today. Right now, aluminum, 1 pound of aluminum is $1.11 right now. And that's right now. I mean, it could change tomorrow. But that's right now. What's another thing? Oh, so okay, so soda cans wise, 1 pound of aluminum is made from 32 soda cans. So 32 soda cans for 1 pound of aluminum. That's how we so I'm trying to think. I can't think anymore. So if 32 soda cans would probably equal to $1.11. Are you saying equal that value up to the amount of what he has to pay for his shipping?
No, I'm just saying it's going to cost more than what the cans are worth in the long run.
Okay.
Well,
For some
aluminum,
reason, yeah. Okay. Yeah, for some reason my brain's not here, but I'm trying to get it back and working. So I'm definitely gonna make some tea tonight. Yes, Secretary?
That's why I'm trying to move closer to you where I can easily get you guys the cans, because I do drink sodas.
Right.
And I do drink some, like, energy drinks.
Right. I
But
mean,
I
hey,
think
if you
somebody
want to
for
move
me
closer, I would actually prefer you to move to North Carolina so we can have an excuse to go to your house just so we can not only hijack your house in North Carolina, but we get to go see our islands that we want. So
You know what? You know what? The reason why I wouldn't move to North Carolina is because I just I have these. I used to have a friend that's from North Carolina, and they got mad at me because I was honest with them.
oh, well, that happens.
So if anything, I might move north of North Carolina. You know what I mean? Like somewhere
Yeah.
way north.
I mean, if you move to Kentucky, I have no problem. I have no problem with you moving to Kentucky.
I understand. Actually have a bunch of friends in Kentucky, so.
Oh, well, there you go. Come on in. The Commonwealth will take you. So we take in oppressive state refugees all the time. So come on in. All right. So let's move on. Assuming everybody else is good.
I'm good.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. All right. So let's actually move on to. It's probably gonna have to be a legislative bill. Because that's how we created the federal counties at first anyway. So it's probably gonna have to be a bill. So most likely be a joint resolution. That means I'm gonna have to write it down too. Let me get it ready. Okay. It's gonna have to be a. Okay, yeah, it's gonna have to be another separate bill. I thought about putting it in this bill, but then again, it's technically not the same topic as the bill that I'm looking at, so it's gonna have to be a separate bill. So that means it's gonna have to be House Joint Resolution, probably, maybe number 7, depending on what we got. So, anyways, yeah. So, all right, let's begin talking about the state of Oregon. If anybody's got a map, I suggest looking at it. So the state of Oregon, all the way to the northwest, obviously. Let's see. That's actually what I'm looking at right now. So by my calculations on the the distance. There we go. The distance between County 9 and Montego County to the state of Oregon, like to the border of Oregon, not to where the name is, to the border of Oregon. And I've discovered that County 9 is closer than Montego County is to Oregon. So I'm thinking that Oregon should belong to be part of County 9. So, with that said, I mean, even though that's said and done and everything, we don't want it to be a split off, like, you know how if you look at our Scribble maps, everything's connected? How should we connect Oregon to County 9? Like, what states or province should we add on to it to connect Oregon to the rest of County 9? I mean, obviously, I'm looking at the map. The most likely candidate to connect County 9 to Oregon would be Montana and Idaho. And then there you go, it's connected. So, but that's the most likely candidate in my opinion. So what do y'all think?
I'm not really an expert on maps, so I can't really exactly tell you what I think.
Let's see if I could do this real quick. Ah, yes, I can. I can do this. Uno momento, por favor. Alright, can y'all see the map now?
Yeah.
Awesome. I love my new
No.
I love my new laptop. Oh, that's because you're on a mobile device, is that right, Secretary?
I can see it.
Well, I think Secretary Ubi's on a mobile device. That's probably why you can't see it.
Right, but I'm also on a phone.
Oh, okay.
I was messing around. Sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine. You're fine. I'm not mad at that. But anyway, so here's Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan is the main part of County 9 because that's where our number one guy is, our number one Canadian. That's where he's at. So to obviously connect Saskatchewan to the rest of our nation, or demographical area, as I call it, we added North Dakota, South Dakota, and I believe, because here's Missouri and Iowa. So that means we connected, I think it's just South Dakota and North Dakota that we added to connect to County 8, which is Missouri and Iowa. So we added those two states. Even though we have no citizens in it, we added those two states in our demographical area anyway, just so Saskatchewan will be connected to the rest of us. So for Oregon's situation, what states do you think, or province, because here's a province up here, British Columbia and Alberta, which states or provinces do you think we should connect Oregon with to County 9? Because County 9 is most likely where it's going to go. And then that means Secretary Ubi, that also means you'll be the second person living along with our Canadian citizen in County 9. So you'll be the second resident there. So that's what that means. So obviously that means a population increase in County 9. But since you live in a state that's outside our demographical area, we have to include that area. So what do y'all think? I think Montana and Idaho are the most likely candidate because of how big they are, and they might as well be the connectors, but it could be anything else. I mean, there's Wyoming, Utah, and Nevada, and then Oregon. Or I can go.
Can I say something real fast?
Yeah.
I would do Idaho and Wyoming.
Okay. I mean, you see my arrow, right? Oregon's right here.
Yeah, I see where I see your arrow.
Yeah. Oregon's right here. So you're saying Idaho and Wyoming, you're going the opposite direction, though. Because Wyoming's right here. Idaho's right here.
I was saying as in like connecting the North Dakota to South Dakota.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Yeah, that could be a candidate too. Senator Ross, Madam Clerk, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, it makes sense to me.
Because Wyoming does I've been to this place in Wyoming before. It was a big ass creek or no lake, and there was a castle on top.
Okay. So you all think that Wyoming and Idaho should be the connector to reach Oregon for County 9? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
Okay. I have no problem with that as long as it's connecting. I don't mind what states or provinces it's part of. But okay, y'all think Wyoming and Idaho are good, so there we go. There, and I'll just work on me and Ross will work on well, I mean, Secretary will be too, obviously, but we'll work on the rest of the bill together. We just got to figure out what's going to be the connector and all that stuff. So I got that written down. And then me, Ross, and Newbie will discuss about the whole bill later for the unicameral. So we'll worry about that later. That don't actually have to be a meeting. We could just chat with that because since everybody knows what bill we're making now we just need to figure out what to put in that bill. And obviously I'll publicly put the bill out there when I file it for legislation. So, but all right, awesome. Perfecto.
My phone has a mind of its own right now.
I know the feeling. There we go. All right. Can y'all just see me now? I'm all good?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes, I can.
Awesome. All right. All right, well, since all the fun ones are out of the way, am I missing anything other than Nebraska papers?
I don't think so.
Okay. I'm pretty sure Nebraska papers is the only one we got to work on now. So, with that said, and we only spent 35 minutes. That's actually not bad. So, let's get to it. Let's try to see if we can manage to get as many papers as possible done. Of course, I got to find Nebraska papers again, so give me a second.
You should check in your email because that's how I found them quickly.
That's where it was. I knew it was something.
We always.
I just want to bring up a couple of things after everything's done. I had a great idea.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Let's do that first. Secretary Ubi, tell us about this idea that Senator Bramble privately discussed with me about about this idea that you had. Tell me about it. Tell us about it.
So America's starting the space program.
Yeah.
I think we should do that as well, even though we are a neutral country. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We should do that as well. So if we, if not saying it's gonna happen, but if it does, because life does, is unexpected.
Okay.
If a
Well,
country,
yeah. Go on.
if a country does end up wanting to go to war with us, even though you never know, you can expect the unexpected,
Yeah.
I was thinking doing a space program just like America, but also having a NASA there too. Like not NASA, but like having a place just like NASA.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
No, I know exactly what you mean. Well, obviously in this time of age, space travel is not a stranger to us. NASA, which is the American space program, has proven that it takes too dang long to get a rocket up in the air when a private company can get a rocket up in the air in about a year. So, I mean, I will